What's up, y'all? My broom just fell. Hola. Second time going live. What's going on? Got the car in back of me. Haircut. All that. Wait for some people to join. Let me see. Look at that. Boom. Supercharger is mounted. Use my little hammer as a pointer. Hellcat supercharger is on the car right now. Got shit everywhere. But this is like a whole week of work. Your fuel oil is on the car. Got an injector in right now. Trying to mock up fuel rail. That's how it's looking right now. That thing is looking beautiful. Rocker arms are mounted. Thing's looking nice. I don't got my light right now, it's dead, but right now, this has get pulled into position. I ended up bending the line for the transmission, to service the transmission. Ended up bending a little bit to the, a little bit more to the left. Right now, I wouldn't say motor swap, more so tore it down in order to heads, cam, supercharger, put the compression up a little bit, and Hellcat supercharger, like I said, heads, put a cam in it, stuff like that. Compression is up a little bit. It should be around 11.5 to 1, 12.5 to 1. It's going to run full E85, full time, full race gas, never going to see pump gas. Even though I kind of see E85 as pump gas, it's never going to see any type of 93, 89, 87, nothing like that. Right now, it's a 2006 Dodge Charger, RT, just a base RT. That's what it is right now. That's what the car is spec'd out. As you guys can see, it is just the regular RT Hemi base. Had this car for like 5 years, something like that. 5 years, just about. Finally said, fuck it, let me do something to it. Because it's not my only car anymore. No. For this car, no. My Mercedes, yes. This one, no. I didn't really want to go. I didn't really want to go manual on this car, just because of what I want to do with it. I'm not one of those guys that says, "Oh, automatic is faster. Oh, automatic is this. Automatic is that." Manual is for fun, yes, 100%. Manual, if you want to have fun, get that mechanical feel, you go with a manual transmission. But I think the ZF8 transmission is a better overall transmission than any manual transmission out there. I'm just going to be completely honest. I get an electronic trans brake. I could basically play the transmission how I want to with a turbolamic TCU. Which is a standalone TCU, has CAN bus, all that stuff. I'm able to play with it, able to adjust everything. And with a torque converter, I'm shifting like a 10-speed. My best rig I've owned was a 99 Ford Ranger with a 5.0 4-speed manual with an all-wheel drive transfer case from the 99 Explorer. Now that's fire. I actually owned a 1999 Ford Explorer. A little bit over 65,000 miles, and that thing, a little bit over 90,000 miles. I said 65. A little bit over 90,000 miles, and that thing was clean, man. But I love that. I love that second gen Ford Explorer platform. Like everything that was on that Bronco platform, fire. Absolutely fire. I love it till this day. They called them exploders. They called the 4.0 Explorers exploders because I had a Sport. It was a two-door, clean, paint clean, interior clean, engine clean. Everything was clean on that car. Um, I missed that thing. I want another one so bad, but it's so hard to find one with low miles, especially one that's under 100,000. Um, so sad that car is gone. That thing is. It was probably one of the best cars that I've owned to this day. But right now, um, there's a there's a lot of stuff going on in this garage right now. It's been like a whole binge on this car, but finally the supercharger is attached to the heads. Finally. Um, I started putting the rocker arms on, uh, and I mean that's a whole little process right now. I have a push rod measuring tool coming in the mail. It should be here tomorrow, um, and that's going to allow me to measure the push rods. And then after the push rods are measured, uh, then I'll be able to put the valve covers on, spark plugs, ignition coils, wire the harness back up, and then it doesn't fit with the hood closed. Dude, watch this. Watch this. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna put the hood down right now. But no, it doesn't fit with the hood closed at all. Like, I'm about to show you guys something. I'm about to show you guys something right quick. Watch this. That's the top of the fender right there. That's the top of the supercharger. I don't know if that gives you guys a little context of how much it doesn't fit. That's probably, I say that's probably 2, maybe 3 inches above where the hood would actually close. So I might have to take the hood off and get a cowl, someone with a cowl, something like that. I don't know what hood I'm going to run. Yeah, that's the least of my worries right now. What? Man, you got to say pause after you say something like that. I don't know. That, the say that a little bit different. Say that a little bit different, just a little bit different. But this is the pump I'm going to be using for the Hellcat supercharger. This is a Bosch intercooler pump. This pump is going to be used. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Right back. But right here, this is my Bosch intercooler pump right here. This one is going to be feeding straight from the supercharger into my heat exchanger, and then my heat exchanger is going to go to the supercharger. It's exactly how I'm going to be running it. Still got to wire it up, stuff like that. When you buy stuff like this, you literally have to wire it up yourself. Not that hard. I already have my relays. I already have my inline fuses, stuff like that. I mean, it's really going to be a simple task, honestly. Nothing about this is hard at all. If you guys want to like tackle a build like this, putting a supercharger, building your own fucking cooling system, stuff like that, it's not hard at all. It's not hard. I'll tell you right now, literally all this stuff comes with 2 wires, positive, negative, ground it out, put a fuse, hook it up to a relay. Make sure you don't blow yourself up. I'm just saying. What you say? Dude, did you see the new, No, I didn't see it at all. What's it about? What is BMW doing? I don't know what BMW is doing. They're always doing some off the wall shit, so it's kind of cool to see it. The Charger, right? Nah, it's not a Super B. It's a, I mean, it's a RT. It has a Hellcat blower on it though. If you guys want to see it, has a Hellcat conversion right there. But why are all the? I'm gonna be honest. Like I wouldn't call people Hellcat glazers. I mean, I think that's. I mean, some people do. They do glaze the Hellcat platform a lot. Name a car. Mercedes 190E. This a LX platform. They made it from the LX platform was like '05 to '10. I mean '05 to 10, something like that. They're missing water. They're missing water turbos intake. And dude, that's literally just water injection. They've been doing that since World War II. Literally, it's nothing new. It's not like water injecting, like injecting water into a turbo or into the intake. Nothing new at all. Literally just lowers temps, and if they're putting some sort of methanol into it, it's going to raise your octane rating just a little bit, and it allows for higher boosts. I mean, if you guys didn't know, like a lot of companies, they're running their cars leaner and leaner and leaner. Like every engine you're going to see is running leaner and leaner. The pistons on those new cars are crazy, like crazy. Yeah, exactly. It allows for more timing. So I mean, it's nothing new. They've been doing it since World War II. I mean, all these different methods that people are using is nothing new at all. Like BMW didn't invent it, nothing like that. But my charger, it's an LX platform charger. It's the one before the new platform. I'm pretty sure it's LD, something like that. Yeah. I mean, it's a 2002 BMW X5M or 2022 Jeep SRT. Honestly, out of the two, really, like realistically, I'll go with the X5M. I go with the X5M over a lot of different cars. I feel like BMW has really cemented their platform across a whole bunch of different sorts of vehicles, like from SUVs to coupes to sedans or whatever. They really cemented their platforms. I mean, it's the reason why they call it the ultimate driving experience. If you ever drove a BMW, you know. I don't care if it was from the 80s to the 2000s, 2010s to the 20s. I mean, all of them are like ahead of their competition in a lot of ways. Like I'm a Mercedes nut. I love Mercedes. Like, don't get me wrong, but Mercedes is more lean towards luxury. They're more of like luxury muscle when it comes to their cars. BMW, all around driver experience. But yeah. What's my dream car? My dream car? My dream car. I got three. Gallardo, Lamborghini Gallardo, and Aventador. I don't care what Aventador. I don't care if it's base model. I don't care if it's an SV. I don't care if it's an SVJ. Just Aventador. Or shit, this is hard, man. A Testarossa, Ferrari Testarossa. Yeah, Ferrari Testarossa. I've always loved the way they look. Gives me like a cyberpunk vibe. I like those 80s Ferraris. They're fire. BMW did really step it up with the newer models. Yeah, man. Like I remember when people were talking about the grills, dude. I love that giant ass grill. I don't know, something about it just looks real aggressive. Like the 2025 BMW M4, bro. Fire. I don't care what nobody says. That thing is fire. I got my dream car broken down in the garage. 67 Lincoln Continental. I mean, you can't go wrong with those at all. Lincolns, you can't go wrong with Lincolns, especially the older ones. Best driving experience I've ever had came from a 700 horsepower 13B RX-7s. Those RX-7s, man, those are nice, especially with those rotaries. I don't know much about rotaries, but I never worked on one. Haven't touched them. Haven't even really seen one in person. But I mean, from what I hear, they're fire. I have a coworker right now with one. Hopefully, when he gets it done, I'll be able to do a ride along with him. Yeah, those things are boats, man. All the Lincolns, Cadillacs, all that stuff. Like they're huge cars, man. Dodge back in the huge cars. They are boats, I'll tell you that. But I like one day I would love to do like a build on one of those old ass cars, man. I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to like switch it up, stuff like that. It'd be real fun. I would do it. What else y'all got, man? Y'all, what y'all think about that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight that happened the other night? I think that was hilarious. Just hilarious. I don't know what Mike Tyson was doing. Oh yeah, man, the C63s. All right, a little bit, man. I'm tired, man. Eyes are cooked a little bit. I'm tired. Been up all day. Went to work. Yeah, like 9 hours today. Yeah, man. Had a long day. Over here filming videos for the cars, stuff like that. But yeah, my eyes are cooked. Just a little bit. That's what happens, man. You get older, you start working. You're just tired at the end of the day. I'm only 23. I feel like I'm 53 sometimes. But here, we were talking about water methanol injection. I'm gonna show you guys something right quick. That is a water methanol injection pump. And that right there is my tank for water methanol. It's going to be routed down through the floor all the way up to the engine. And it's going to be spraying water meth right into my intake. So if we're talking about water meth injection, that's what's going to happen. E85 water methanol injection. People say you can't do it. Yes, you can. Yeah, man. And if you watch any Jake Paul fight, right? If you watch any one of them, there's always an opening for his opponent to like just piece him. There's always an opening for one of Jake Paul's opponents to just destroy him every single time, like without fail. If you really watch those fights, like I've watched like highlights of his fights. I mean, he's like for there nobody could say that Jake Paul is trash. Like if you say Jake Paul is trash, I think you're tripping. But he in order for him to really like prove himself, I think he needs to actually fight boxers instead of 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 40-year-olds. Like I don't know about that, man. Like I feel like that's kind of weird doing that. Do I? Do I look 53? That'd be that'd be some shit. I'm only 23. Nah, nah. Water and meth aren't water and methanol. Nah, not at all. Methanol is highly flammable and it mixes in water. You actually have methanol inside of your windshield washer fluid. So let's say you were able to get a hose from your washer fluid and and able to squirt it with one of the with a button. Just say you wired up a button to your washer fluid reservoir and you routed an AN fitting from your washer reservoir, right, to your intake manifold and sprayed it in there. You will have a noticeable difference in your intake temps, a noticeable difference in your octane rating, and if you were to get the car tuned, you would be able to see a power increase from it. A slight power increase because, of course, um, I mean, it's windshield washer fluid, but if you were to get actual methanol or water methanol, like somebody like Snow Performance sells, the little jugs, you'll be able to see a huge increase in different temps and octane ratings, stuff like that. You'll be able to run more timing and make more power. Yeah, it's you can do it a lot on NA engines, but if you run it on supercharged engines and turbo engines because it's boost, you'll be able to see you'll be able to see like noticeable differences. Uh, I don't know what methanol is created from. I know ethanol. Ethanol is I know ethanol is made from corn. Uh, I know that, but methanol, I don't know what it's made from. But the whole concept of like squirting water into the intake, like I said before in this live, it's like something from World War II. Like they're little planes, they're little turbocharged planes at them big ass turbocharged V12s. Like they used to squirt water into the turbo to make more power. You just help it out a little bit. There's like videos on it explaining it more in depth. Somebody that's a little bit more into it could teach you more. What? A big bottle of fart spray. Jesus Christ. Blinker fluid? I don't know. There is blinkers with fluid though. Some blinkers do have fluid. I'm telling you right now. You guys can look it up. Some blinkers do have fluid. That's an actual thing. If you guys go on Google, look up like blinkers with fluid or actual blinker fluid. I don't know. I don't remember what car has it, but there's cars out there with blinker fluid. 100%. You could look that up. It's not a it's not a kept secret or anything like that at all. You guys, if you guys are stick around for a while on the channel, you guys will see like right after I'm done with this car, the Hellcat supercharged car, I'm going to be moving on to a different engine that I'm going to start building. It is a junkyard 6.1 Hemi. You can go on the channel, you can see the engine. I pulled it out of a junkyard, brought it home, disassembled it all the way down to bare block, and my next project with it will be cleaning it, honing the cylinders, getting a good crosshatch, completely cleaning everything, like all the oil passageways, coolant passageways, everything. That block is sitting right over here right now. That thing is going to be hopefully making some good power here in the future. I don't want to take it to a machine shop because I feel like that's overkill. Because bores aren't bad, nothing like that. We'll just pull it out of a wrecked car, honestly. Yeah, no, that's okay. Methanol, that's what the drag racers use. Yeah, yeah, they do. There's like cars that are just purely ran on methanol. Oh, what's in there? That's crazy. Some people just aren't like inclined at all mechanically. Like I've seen it firsthand, like working somewhere where you like right now I'm basically a diesel mechanic, honestly, and some people just don't get it. Some people don't get it at all. Like I work on tractors and stuff like that, like big ass tractors with the Deutz diesels. Like I work on Deutz diesels, Cummins, um, Detroit's, like you name it, like every big name diesel. Um, Work on two strokes, like all that different type of stuff, and like even the two strokes, man. You put some people on those jobs and like they can't even they can't even figure it out. Like they don't have a clue. You have to do it. You have to tell them step by step on how to do stuff. And I mean that's okay, man. Everybody has to learn. Not everybody knows how to do stuff, but from the beginning. But some people just can't grasp it at all. Which I mean, it's okay. Like some things aren't for certain people, and I mean that's just the way life is. Uh, but those same people, they might be able to do stuff that that I can't do. But uh, we just had four of our big trucks burned down a month ago. They still haven't figured out if it was electrical or arson. Four of them in a row. That's pretty. That's pretty crazy, man. For four of them to catch up and catch on fire at once. That's pretty crazy. I've never seen that. That's probably uh that's probably some ill intentions right there. I say. What y'all got, man? What y'all want to talk about? I was gonna go over the Charger some more, but unless you guys wanna talk some more, then what y'all got, man? I gotta I gotta clean this garage, man. This whole week's just been a whole endeavor. Roasted a yes, yeah, Volvo and two Freightliners and three trailers, one truck. Started a fire and it's oh, that's bad, man. Y'all got insurance? Hopefully y'all got insurance, man. That's a pretty penny right there. You ain't got insurance on something like that. That's a whole little situation right there. I'll tell you that. Like replacing those trucks, man. Like I was just like out of curiosity. I was looking up like trucks, like man, like those big trucks. I was looking up one. Those things are expensive, man. Things are expensive. Like I was going down like a rabbit hole of like I don't know if you guys know what the Mercedes Unibog is and shit like that. I was just looking at stuff like that. 10 grand per truck? Oh no. Oh no. You can't even buy a new truck. You can't even buy a good one for the price of those fucking like what you would get. What that's 40 grand. You can't even buy a good truck. 5 grand per trailer. You can't even buy a good trailer. Oh no. That's horrible, man. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, a used dirty one. Ah, you can probably buy the truck that they use for Optimus Prime. Paint some paint some get like some fire decals on it. Ooh, that was a hot fire then. To melt your tank, man. That should be a stainless steel tank, man. That's a real hot fire. That's a real hot fire. Yeah, yeah, that's bad, man. I was thinking about that, man. Like what if like everything burned down and insurance would just give me like just this little ass amount that I couldn't even pay for my shit. Like imagine like I think that's probably like one of the worst things that can happen to you or like hurricane disasters and stuff like that. Like I think that's like that shit is horrible, man. Like going through stuff like that. Or like getting your house burned down and like the California fires and stuff. Like I live in the part of California where like fires do happen and stuff like that. Nah, man, that shit is crazy. But I haven't drove this car in so long, man. These little truck steering wheel right here. Haven't drove this car in so long. Power is disconnected from it. Um, Stuff like that. I'm just getting all these parts together. I got a bunch of parts coming this week for the car, and I'm gonna be installing those. Got my fuel lines right now coming in. Just a bunch of different stuff. I'm gonna be doing a video here soon about my fuel lines. I'm gonna be uploading a video tomorrow, um, telling you guys how deep I've gotten within like the past couple of days to a week. Um, how close am I to the first test drive? I'm I say startup. I want to get it started, like started, get my bass tune, all that. I want to get that by mid-January. I'm like on a very. I want to take my time. Like right now, probably next month. I'm gonna start looking for somebody to get write me a bass tune. It's most likely they're gonna do it based off a Hellcat tune, because right now it's basically a Hellcat. I'll be honest, like big cam, E85, water meth, heads, supercharger, compression ratio is high. So right now it's probably going to be based off of a Hellcat tune. So what part of California? Right now I'm near LA, man. Um, near the area, like right over. I'm in Ventura County right now, so if like like we just had some fires around here, um, like what, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, something like that. Do you know 951 Helgato? Yeah, yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, I actually I seen his car in person. I think it drove past me once. He has the chrome little tiger stripe one. I think a Hellcat. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that car in person. I actually met Dominic Cruz, and I didn't even realize that it was him. So I'm doing a video with his GTR. It's just like way back, just like 3 years ago. I seen his GTR. I'm like, hey, can I get a video? I'm like, can I like? And I'm basically like interviewing the guy, asking him about his car. So I get back in my car and I'm thinking like, why does that guy look familiar? Like he looked real familiar. And then it finally popped in my head, bro, this is Dominic Cruz, the UFC fighter over there in San Diego. Was it in San Diego? If you guys know where North Park is, he just slid into a gas station. Like I was literally over there in North Park, and he just slid into a gas station in his GTR, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy, dude. If I was you, I'd go scoop one of the police. I actually want to get the. It's very very hard to find, and they're very rare, but the all-wheel drive versions of my charger, like the 6th gen chargers. I want one so I could take the whole front end out and put it on this car and make it all-wheel drive. Eventually, down the future, that'd be like version 2 of the build. When I have the 6.1 Hemi fully done, fully built, and ready to go in the car, and probably dropped in, I might end up doing an all-wheel drive frame in the front and drop it on that and try to do like the because I have an all-wheel drive oil pan for the Gen 3 Hemis. The one where it has the hole in the middle, so where you could put your shaft through it, make it all-wheel drive. Yeah, I have one. I bought it like 2 years ago because I knew eventually I wanted to do a build like this. But the next setup for this car isn't going to have the Hellcat supercharger. It's going to be turbo instead, just because I don't want the I don't want to do supercharger after this. I want to go like a different route. I'm only doing supercharger for now just to get a feel of one. I've never had a supercharged car, so I think it'd be fun to own a supercharged car for a little bit. The Allison transmission, but nah, the right now ZF8 ZF8 transmission, like arguably the best transmission on the market right now. Like those things are just insane. No, I've never messed with steam engines. Like I've never even seen one in person. Steam engines, no. Steam engines. Uh, seen rotary engines, turbine. I mean, I work on turbine engines too. So, I mean, turbine engines are I mean, if a steam engine is anything like a turbine, I mean, they are pretty simple, honestly. I've seen like the concept of steam engines, but I never really went in depth and and try to learn about them or anything like that, or even like seen one in person to even learn about it. So, but like I said, if they're anything like turbine engines, I think they'll be pretty easy to work on. I didn't even know they have like an Allison transmission right now. What is that in the diesels? Is that in the diesel trucks? The Allison transmissions? Stellantis has a new Allison transmission. Are you serious? I thought they stopped making Allison transmissions and put the ZF transmissions in the fucking trucks. Am I tripping? You got to be playing. Are you serious? I have a friend who ripped out of a Cummins out of a Peterbilt and swapped it. Really? I need to see something like that. I'm like honestly, I've it could work like a steam engine. Yeah, I mean that'd actually be because a steam engine is. I'm pretty sure they're like turbine engines. Like I could be wrong, but like the whole like to me, steam engines look like a giant transmission. Honestly, like their whole thing looks like a giant transmission. Like honestly, yeah, man. My interior is ripped out of this car and all that right now. But they claim it's an Allison, but it's only the name. It's still garbage. Hey, a lot of stuff that Chrysler puts out is garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Mopar nut, man. But Stellantis, Chrysler, like some like the interior, dude. I'll be the first to tell you. I'll be the first to tell you. I don't care what nobody says. Dodge has the worst interiors I've ever fucking seen. I would even say that the S197 Mustangs have a better interior than the new fucking Chargers and Challengers. Like it's horrible, man. Like the whole interior for this car that I'm in is plastic, plastic everything, plastic steering wheel, trash. Like y'all hear this? Trash. Like everything is all plastic. But it's like it feels like so mechanical though. Like these ones, this platform charger just feels so mechanical. It's like feels so good to drive on for some reason. Like everything just feels like your inputs are all put together into one. You can actually like feel yourself driving. Um, like my Audi doesn't feel like that, man. And I love the Audi, but it doesn't really feel like that. Audi before Fiat and Stellantis ruined it, but now it's garbage. Yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that Stellantis are doing that's just fucking just stupid. The Mustangs and Camaro are too cram for me. Yeah, yeah. The my dream car is the S197. One of my dream cars, but that's on a lower level. That's why I didn't mention it earlier. But on a lower level dream car, because ever since I was a kid, like ever since I remember, like there's a point in your life where you finally start to see you finally start to gain consciousness. You start to I look like I'm about to crash out. No, I'm just sitting here talking, man. I'm just sitting here talking, like just thinking, just talking to y'all. I'm on live, man. No, not a new edge. The S197, S197 Mustangs. Like they they're. I mean, it's a different. It's the what is it called, man? I can't even explain it. You guys know what it is. Look it up. S197 Mustang. I mean, there's like a point in your life where you just like gain consciousness and you just start liking random things. And I remember the first car I like fell in love with as a kid was a S197 Mustang. that
And this body style Dodge Charger, I remember this kid at school in middle school. He actually, his dad had one, I remember he had like speakers on the outside where you could hear the music playing and stuff like that. It was a silver one. I remember seeing that car. I was like, damn, I like that car. And then Fast and Furious came out. Oh yeah, I want a Charger. I want a Charger so bad. Did you hear that new Toyotas are coming out? Were they coming out? No, I didn't hear that. Uh, that's everything now, dude. Everything is plastic. Yeah, everything is plastic. But the new Edge Mustangs are like, I, I never really liked the body style of the new Edge. I feel like SN95 New Edge, the SN95 and the new Edge to me are the worst looking generations out of the modern Mustangs. Um, what I consider a modern Mustang is anything after S. So what I consider a modern Mustang is SN97, the New Edge, S197, S197 facelift, S550, and then the S650. That's what I consider a modern Mustang. Fox bodies are not modern. I don't I don't see that. Yeah. Also, it blew my mind. But did you know the Camaros had an option for a V4? No, actually, yeah, they have an EcoBoost. The Camaros have an EcoBoost option, just like the I'm pretty sure Ford and Chevy, like, they have a partnership with a lot of stuff. Like, I don't think it's just the transmissions. I think they help each other with development on a whole bunch of different stuff. Because the 10 speeds are a project where GM and Ford came together to build a good transmission. My first car was an '87 Turbo Supra, $800. It had a blown fuse. Went to TX 2K3, TX2K3, and TX2K4. Pure Super Meat was 17. That's fire, man. That's a fire story right there. 2003 and 2004, man. That's crazy. What's up, bro? What's going on? This guy said, "Oh man, it's Drake." Say, "Oh shit, Drake. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on?" Goofy. Ford has an inline four turbocharged, but not a V4. Oh, yeah, they do have their inline fours. Yeah. Camaro. Camaro has a V4. A V4. I just realized you said V4. You sure it's a V4? My first car was the '88 Prelude. F20V motor. This Charger is actually the first car that I bought by myself, but the first car that I learned how to drive, my first car was a '99 Ford Explorer, '99 Ford Explorer Sport, less than 90K miles. I think it was a beautiful car. Want another one till this day. I, I think I might buy one for a daily. Honestly, daily drive a little Ford Explorer Sport every day with no care in the world. Just clean it up, put a new interior, like red interior or something in it. Those Ford Explorers, man, the options that they have on my man, they had heated seats, heated steering wheel. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. I'm positive, man. I believe it was a 2012 to 2018 Camaros had a V4. Say no, Diddy Drake. What's wrong with you, man? No, no Diddy. Say no to Diddy Drake. Diddy is in jail, man. Diddy is going away for life. Diddy is not coming out of jail. He shouldn't. Diddy is going away for a long time. They used to have a collaboration, but it went south. And Ford came out with a 10 speed Chevy, one with the 8 speed. No, they Chevy has the 10 speeds. The Camaros have 10 speeds. Um, Ford and Camaros have 10 speeds right now. They have the 10R80 and the 10L80. I'm pretty sure the 10R80 is Ford. The 10L80 is Um, GM. GM uses the 10L80. The oh my god. Nah, I ain't finna get political on y'all, but I damn sure wasn't voting for Kamala Harris. I'm sorry. I didn't vote. I don't care that much, honestly. Whether either of them won, I would have I would have still been sitting here talking to y'all like it was a normal day. I really don't care. Um, make America great again, man. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? We can't get political, man, on YouTube. People start getting their feelings hurt. I just want my car parts to go down in price. Yeah, man. Those man. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that matters to me, right, like 100%, is gas prices. If gas prices go down, everything else goes down across the board. Like think about it in California. If California gas prices went down from an average of $5 down to an average of $4, bro, think about how much more cheaper shit's going to be. I think it's a damn shame what they call a Ford Explorer now. Yeah, man, the Explorers nowadays, I was looking at them. Those things are horrible, man. Like Explorers, I think they gave all the love to the Bronco, man. But then again, they didn't give any love to the Bronco. The Bronco, to me, Bronco should have a fucking coyote in it. I don't care what nobody says. Bronco Raptor should have been a coyote. Bronco should have had a coyote option. When I moved out to North Carolina, when I moved out to North Carolina, gas was 179 a gallon. Yeah, that's crazy, man. When I was up in Washington, the cheapest gas that I seen over there was a little under $3. Jake, where you at, bro? In a spaceship? Nah, I'm in a piece of shit. Nah, I'm in one of the cars I'm building right now. This is one of the cars I'm doing a little project on right now. It's a little 2006 Explorer, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't know if you know what that supercharger is right there. For the people who haven't seen, but that's my supercharger. I think you guys know what supercharger that is, but that's what I got in it right now. You can get a dry system with 10-pound bottle for $430 Black Friday. About to be cheaper. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not going nitrous yet. Not yet though. Probably in the future. They soon realize that cylinder deactivation, cylinder deactivation across the board. I don't care what company it was that started it, but like where it ended off was fucking trash, dude. Chrysler's cylinder deactivation system, the lifters, horrible. And when they go out, they eat the cam. Yeah, that's no joke, man. That stuff is no joke. And you gotta like you hear that as soon as you start hearing that ticking, like it goes from like I've heard people's tick go from like a slight tick to like they daily drive it some more, some more, some more, and then it just gets this bigger and bigger tick like over time. And then once it starts to get a little bit louder, that's how you know your cam is getting grinded and grinded. Just one of those lows on that camshaft, like starts hitting that lifter and it starts grinding it away. That's crazy. What is your thoughts about electric versus ICE cars, Drake? Electric versus ICE cars. Well, in the future, in the very far future, I think it'd be really beneficial to have electric cars. Not now. I don't think people are ready for it. I don't think the world is ready to go full electric. Um, but I think having the option to have electric vehicles instead of it being forced down your throat would be the better option, especially for people that can't afford it or people that just don't want it. Did you notice gas prices started going? Yes, yes, I did. Yes, 100%. I started noticing it a couple of days ago when I went to go get gas, and then I went, especially near LA, like in LA, like Burbank area. The gas prices were in the fours again. I haven't seen gas prices in the fives in a while. Honestly, in a couple of days, I haven't seen gas prices in the fives over here where I live, and I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the most expensive places for gas in California around this area. So, yeah, I have seen gas prices go down a little bit. Oh, horsepower and workability. Nah, hell no. Can nothing beat a diesel in terms of workability. You can probably get the same amount of torque. You're never going to get the amount of range ever. I don't care what any argument that anybody has towards electric cars. The range itself, you're defeated in your conversation. I don't care what nobody says. Um, in terms of gas vehicles, uh, I don't know, but if we're talking about a commercial sense, um, you're going to lose a battle between electric and diesel commercially. It just doesn't make sense to have electric vehicles commercially. Cummins a 6BT, Jesus, Cummins 6BT. Uh, I don't know, man. That's not even like at that point, right? I say I say yes, you'll be able to fit it because the 6BT, like in terms of length, like inline sixes are long engines to start off with, right? But the weight of it is going to be crazy. That amount of torque you're going to be putting out of it is going to be even crazier. 6BT, you would have to figure out that weight issue on the front, all that weight in the front, because Rangers and Explorers are already front heavy. They don't have anything in the back, nothing at all. They don't have anything in the back. So you're gonna have to figure out that weight issue. I know the new common rails. I know the weight of those are around 1,200 pounds. Because I had to pull one out and I had to get the weight of it, but so I could figure out a sling for it. But yeah, yeah. No, what are you talking about, dude? Bro, just get one of the honestly, if I was doing a project like that, I don't know if you know about a company, they call it Deutz, and they sell diesels for commercial use. I don't know if they use them in any cars. I don't think they do. I hope they don't. But you get a Deutz engine. They come with a four-cylinder, and we use them in our tractors. Those things are pulling 30,000 pound aircraft like it's nothing every day. 40,000 pound aircraft. Like those things are, I mean, they're pretty stout. Honestly, the Deutz four cylinders. They're put one of those, you get good amount of power, probably like 200 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque. You're gonna blow the tires off. Or you can go, if you're trying to put a diesel in some OM 606, well, you used to work on aircraft. I don't work on the aircraft, I just work on the support equipment. The like mainly all the diesel shit, turbine engines, shit like that. I don't work on the aircraft themselves. It's not really interesting either. Like I've seen what they do, worked around them, and it's a lot of tedious maintenance when you work on aircraft. Like a lot of tedious maintenance. That it would honestly I would lose my fucking mind working on aircraft. Honestly, I would never. I would never. Oh, all right. Still troubleshooting. I feel like some of the best parts of being a mechanic is troubleshooting, because troubleshooting is the way you learn. You don't learn just by fucking installing parts. You learn by taking shit apart, putting it back together, and figuring out how it goes back together. I feel like that's what people
That's what people are lacking in terms of their strength as a mechanic. Is some people don't. Some people just take a part off, have a brand new part. When you have to take that part off, figure out how it works, you probably have to fix that part to put it back on because you don't have a spare part or you can't get a spare part, or you have to figure out how this engine works, troubleshoot it, get down to the root of the issue, do all this extra stuff because you don't have an OBD2 reader, you don't have all this fancy equipment that you have to use to do like just regular maintenance like on a car, right? You can't do the same thing you could do on a car in terms of plug a OBD2 sensor in there or a scan tool in there on one of those tractors. You have to get down, go into one of the manuals, troubleshoot it, right? The manuals sometimes don't give you no steps. So you have to go in there, troubleshoot that engine, right? Figure out why it's not running, shit like that. I was on the OEM side. Uh, so it was rare. We would do engine maintenance except for tune, mainly painting new ones and refurbishing old ones. Painted Air Force ones. Oh, all right, all right. That's pretty cool, man. That's um that's pretty cool. I've done I've been around a lot of different aircraft, like MV-22s, the Ospreys, the F-18s, the Harriers, the SH-60s, the Sea Dragons. Been around those. Been around a lot of P8s, like a bunch of different ones. I've heard different like people that work on aircraft. I heard they say that because everything is like I wouldn't call it plug and play, but literally the amount of labels that they have on a F-18, for instance, you open up a panel on it, like you open up a panel on F-18, and you can see everything right there. Like everything is labeled, color coded. You have a manual right here that's telling you wire A, right? This color wire A, right? This has to get replaced if this is happening. And it goes down a whole checklist saying if this happens and you replace this, but this still happens, move to this. I've seen the publications, the troubleshooting guides and stuff like that on different aircraft. And yeah, 100%. I could see how it's a lot better than working on a car. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. It had the gearing and all that on those tractors because the tractors they have the Deuce diesel, right? The 4 cylinder. Then they have a ZF6 transmission behind it. But dude, you should see the fucking rear end on that thing. You should see that, dude. if you could have had a hamster on a wheel if you could have the right transmission. I'd do the same thing. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You could literally be fucking pedaling it, foot pedal. Yeah, I think the most. I think the company that does that the most, honestly, is probably Audi. I love German manufacturers, but they're probably some of the they have probably some of the scummiest tactics in terms of like what they do to get money out of their customers, especially Audi. If you if you ever own an Audi, like just know you're gonna be paying up the ass for a lot of parts, and some shit you could only really get from a dealership, and you have to get shit changed at a dealership. Like, would you really trust a third party mechanic to work on like my Audi has a V10? How many third party mechanics do you know that could work on one of the Audi BXA V10s? BXA is just the engine code for it, but it's a detuned Lamborghini Gallardo engine. How many mechanics are you going to let really work on that car?
It's a Lamborghini derived engine. That it was basically the test mule for the Lamborghini Gallardo on fucking R8. How many people are you really going to let work on your fucking car? Aside from you. If I break it, then I'm like, all right. If fucking Schmuckatelli breaks it, I'm gonna be like, God damn, man. Motherfucker broke my car, man. I might want to go ones with him now. I don't know. Uh, yeah. Dude, I had an Audi TT come in, and we had to replace its ECU since the. Oh, there's a hole in this washer fluid tank located directly above and shorter. Damn, man. Yeah, man. That the ECUs on the I think most like a lot of cars they like my ECU Charger, like Charger's ECUs are it's literally right over there, like right in the engine bay, in that little corner over there, like right in that little corner over there. That's the ECU over there. And the Audi ECUs in the same place. I actually have I have spare ECUs for the Audi right now. Just in case. I got them. Dude threw them in with the purchase of the car. He said that they were brand new, so I was like, all right. Yeah, it's around that area, somewhere over there. I haven't took it out, but it's somewhere in that little area, that little vicinity. Yeah, it's behind the cabin air filter. Is if you go right under here, the cabin air filter is down up in that fucking wheel right there. The ECUs are right in front of the firewall right here, like directly right in front of the firewall. Yeah. Well, hey, it was good talking to y'all though, man. Had a good little live. It was fun talking to y'all, man. Really? That's crazy. But I'll talk to y'all later, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe. Talk to y'all later, man. Bye.